Hi guys, Yusuf from Teen Comics. As I said it, I got a big haul in this week, and now it's time to show them. Some of them are pre-orders, some of them are from Waltz Comics Shop's spring sale. Buy buy two omnibus buses and get one free, and then there was also trade paperback sale for 30% to 75% off. So some of them are from those sales and some of them are pre-sales or pre-orders, and everything is from Waltz Comic Shop. And if you haven't heard it already, use my code ThinkComics10 and you get 10% off from your first order from Waltz Comic Shop. So go in, create a account to Waltz Comic Shop, and then put your order in, and you get with the code ThinkComics10 you get 10% off. But now to the comics. So let's start with the pre-orders. I went with the newest run of Fantastic Four by Ryan North, and Hubert Ramos has done the art. Uh, Volume 1 of the Fantastic Four run, and this collects issues 1 to 5. I have some of the single covers with the Thing, but I've been collecting Fantastic Four as a trades or omnis, so these new runs, so I wanted to have this as a continuation of that collection. So that's the first one from the pre-orders. Then always loved Green Lantern, so it was Green Lantern and Green Lantern Corps crossover epic, the Starbreaker Supremacy, and this collects Green Lantern 25-27 and Green Lantern Corps 7 to 9. And this is written by Jeremy Adams, Hampton, and there's Germanico has done the art, and Basarin and Oclair Arbert has been on the colors and art also. But yeah, love me some Green Lantern, so why not? Pre-order. Then Batman Superman, the world's finest, volume 8, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, volume 8, and this collects world's finest issues 35 to 37 and 40 to 43. And this is written by Mark Waid, Adrian Gutierrez, and Matt Herms in colors and art. But yeah, cool looking cover with Aquaman, Supes, and Batman. But yeah, world's finest. Been loving this run. Check it out if you like it. I've been liking it. Then some of the bigger ones. I already started reading this, so hope you don't mind that there's my spot marker in there. But this is a compendium collecting a whole bunch of issues. It's Teen Titans by Geoff Johns, Compendium 1. Hefty looking book. And this collects issues Beast Boy 1 to 4, Titans and Young Justice Graduation Day 1 to 3, Teen Titans Outsiders Secret Files Origins number 1, Teen Titans number 1 and 2, Teen Titans 1 to 31, Teen Titans Legion Special 1, Outsiders 24-25, DC Special, The Return of Donna Troy 1 to 4, Supergirl 2 to 3, and stories from Legends of the DC Universe Giant number 1. So could not be happier. I already had the first trade paperback of this series, but all the rest, the older release, but all the rest one for this were sold out, so I sold it and opted to get this. But yeah, excellent stuff by Geoff Johns, so what's not to like? And then to those sales. I'm starting with the trade paperbacks, smaller collectors, collected editions, and I'm gonna finish this video with those omnis. So, as I said it, from Walt's trade paperback sale, and there was I don't remember the percentage which each each book got off, but it was between 30 and 75% off, and this was Walt's spring sale. So, uh, Blade, Prodigal Son, trade paperback, after the Blood Hunt storyline, and this collects Blade Red Band 1 to 5. And this was written by Brian Hill, and haven't had the opportunity to read it yet, but it's Blade, so why not? Then, for some reason, I owned this book previously and I sold it. I don't know why, but now I got it back. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow by Tom King. Like the story, like the art, and the art is done by Bilquis Evely. Hopefully that's pronounced right. I don't know. But this collects the whole miniseries, 8 issues. Love the story and can't wait to see how much of the story is in the new Supergirl Supergirl movie that comes out in summer. But I just have to wait and see. But this is an excellent one. If you haven't read it, read it. There's hardcovers, there's like deluxe editions, and this is just a trade paperback. But I like the story. I don't need all those extra stuff on anything, on everything. So I'm fine with this one. Then my boy Judge Dredd, easy to pick up because hey, it's Dredd collecting the False Witness storyline as a trade paperback from 2000 AD and IDW. So yeah, what's not to like? Judge Dredd, I am the law. Then Dark Hawk Airborne by Higgins. This collects the Dark Hawk from 2021 issues 1 to 5, and then there's also Dark Hawk Heart of the Hawk. And as I said it, Kyle Higgins has done the writing, and then there's like Dan Abnett and bunch of other stuff people, but a whole bunch of artists liking the cover. Always this character has always intrigued me, so I have a bunch of his stories from the old days, but this is the newer stuff, so decided to go with this. But the cover is awesome, and this is nice cover as a single also, so maybe I'm gonna track it down for this issue, this cover. But yeah, then Justice League Unlimited, the Omega Act, and this is the collected edition number 2, collects Justice League Unlimited issues 1 to 11, and then there's Justice League Dark Tomorrow Special 1 and Justice League Omega Act Special 1. So continuing the new DC All-In Justice League storyline. And if someone has read it, you know that when there's Omega in question, there's usually going to be some hints of dark side. So read the storyline. I promise you, you won't be disappointed, and this leads to DCKO, the big storyline that just finished. So yeah, go check it out. And this is written by Mark Waid. There's Mark Guggenheim also. Then there's art by Joshua Williams, Dan Mora. Then there's Jasmine Boutry, Gian Torme, Carmine Di Gian Domenico. That went bad, but yeah, loving this, and I got the hardcover for this one as a trade. So yeah, Nice one. Go check it out. Then something different. I went with Winter World from IDW. Better Angels, Colder Hearts. So this collects four storylines from this comic, and this is this tells a story about a man or girl wandering in a world that's almost completely covered with snow and cold and everything like that. So go check it out if you haven't read it. It's like post-apocalyptic stuff, which I do like. So I already read this one, so that was this was good. I like it, but sadly, I'm not sure if there's any continuation of this story because it 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 doesn't finish. It's it leaves you hanging, but exciting stuff. Always happy to try something new. So why not with this one? Then I always love these games and decided to get this because this is the this is the pre comic before the game 5, so Gears of War Hive Busters. And this leads to the Gears of War 5 game. If you have played, you know what I'm talking about. If not, read the comic and play the game. But this was a fun little locust action hive busting stuff, so not bad. Always up for some Gears of War. And those were the trades or the smaller collected ones, then after the omnibuses. So, as I said it, Walt's spring sale, buy 3 or buy 2, get 1 free, and the cheapest one was free. So, what did I get? So, I got Peter David's X Factor Omnibus Volume 1. That's that. Excellent looking cover. The Havoc's X Factor when it started, and it collects issues 55 and 70 to 92. X Factor Annual 7 and 8. Incredible Hulk 390 and to 392. And material from X Factor Annual 5 and 6 and New Mutants Annual 6. And this is written by Peter David. Then there's also Scott Lobdell, J.M. DeMatteis, Joe Quesada, Fabian Nietzsche, Skip Dietz. And there's bunch of different artists like Larry Stroman, Jay Lee, Joe Quesada, and Dave Quinn. So full of artists, full of excellent stuff. X Factor Omnibus Volume 1. Cannot wait to get into this one. Then, this was a superb series. I already read it. It was so awesome, and I do believe that I have to get the next Omni when it comes out. But it is from DC, Nightwing by Tom Taylor and Bruno Redondo, Omnibus Volume 1. Such an excellent series. Read it if you haven't, as a trade or singles or omnis, but read it. The series is awesome. The art is done beautifully and so good. So good. The Omni looks like this, and this collects Nightwing issues from the Nightwing run. It collects 78 to 96, Nightwing Annual 2001 number 1, and Superman Son of Kal-El number 9. And there's an introduction from Tom Taylor and huge scale of gallery art and commentary by Redondo. And there's like bunch of different rewards for this series that they have received of it. So if you can see it, there's the there's the stuff they have been awarded for this series. But excellent series. I was blown away, and where hey, Nightwing and Jason Todd, they have always been my favorite Bat Family guys. So read it. And then the last book, I think that this might be the biggest one for me. Haven't started it yet, but I'm just loving this. I'm just loving this. So it's The Invaders Omnibus with Jack Kirby, Kilcane, and John Romita senior cover. It's a hefty boy. There's all the issues that this collects the whole series from 1 to 41, and then there's Giant Invaders 1 and 2. There's Invaders Annual 1, Marvel Premiere 2930, Avengers 71, Invaders from the 93, 1 to 4, What If 4, Fantastic Four Annual 11, Marvel 2 in 1 Annual 1, and Marvel 2 in 1 20, and also some material from Captain America Comics 22. And as you said it, the art is done by Jack Kirby, Kilcane, John Romita Sr., and this is written by Roe Thomas and Don Bluth, and there's a lot bunch of different artists like Frank Robbins, Alan Cooperberg, Don Heck, Sal Buscema, Jim Mooney, Chick Stone, Dave Hoover, Lee Weeks, and John Buscema with Rich Buckler, Dick Ayers, Sid Shores, Al Avison, Al Gabriel, Alex Schoenberg, Don Rico, Lee Elias, and Rick Hoberg. So, heck yes, I'm into this one. And beautiful, beautiful cover. Cannot wait to start this book. But yeah, that's that. Remember to use my code in Walt's Comic Shop, ThinkComics10, and you get the 10% off. But that was the haul for this week. I thank you, and we'll be seeing you again. See you. Bye.